What is going on, fools of YouTube? You got AJayPay with another episode of To Be a Master, a Pokemon Master. And as you can see on my screen, this is my first ever shiny hunted Pokemon, Reuniclus. It took me about 5 to 7 hours, 530 something eggs I hatched, I believe. Excuse me. And I wanted to use it in these battles, but you're gonna see here, it's not gonna happen. It won't happen, unfortunately. It's not gonna be seen in these battles. The reason being is while Reuniclus is good in certain aspects, the most Pokemon that you do see most of the time in these ranked battles are gonna be Pokemon that Reuniclus gets destroyed by. For example, Mimikyu, Dragapult, Hydreigon. Those are 3 Pokemon. So unless if I see a team that doesn't have those 3 on there, you'll rarely see this Reuniclus. And spoilers, you won't see it in these 3 battles coming up. But today I did change my team up a bit because I wanted to use some Pokemon that I recently have leveled up and EV trained more. Some interesting Pokemons, I would say. As you can see here, I am beginner tier level 2 now because I do record every single battle I do on ranked. And as you saw from the last battle, I am 2-0. In this recording, I am 2-0. But this is the team I bring in today. I just still don't think it's really good, but it's something, right? I think it's something. And I think the mistake that I made with this team is I don't have an item for Duraludon, actually. Because the original item I had for Duraludon would be leftovers, but I brought Reuniclus in. So for now, I brought an air balloon because I thought I had a ground weakness, but I kind of really don't because I have Rotom. But I was too afraid of, like, Excadrill, Mold Breaker, so that's why I had put a air balloon on it instead. But yeah, so his team looks pretty scary. He has a Mimikyu that I think he'll probably most lead off with, or the Dragapult, one of the 2. And I know my Duraludon can take on those 2 and the Grimmsnarl and the Gyarados because I do have T-Bolt. So I have 4 Pokemon that are essentially, I mean, Duraludon is good against 4 of his pokes. So I'm going to lead off with that because I could potentially also set up Stealth Rocks, have a Darmanitan because it's my choice Garfer. It's super strong and OP. And of course, bring in the Rotom because I do love the physically defensive Rotom set. And in this matchup is going to go by really, really fast. This is not a good matchup for one of us. This match was not good for... It was not good for one of us. So she is, or he, I don't know, is going to lead off with a Mimikyu, and I'm going to lead off with the Duraludon. I have a decision to make to either set up the Stealth Rocks for later, or to go for the Flash Cannon now to break his disguise. Because not a lot of people know this, but Duraludon actually has a really good base, like, special attack. I think it's base, like, 120 something. So it's actually hits really hard on the special attacking side. Mimikyu going for the standard first move thing of going for the Sword Dance as I go for the Flash Cannon to break that sub. Now I'm thinking here, no matter what this thing hits me with, because it's not choice banded, I will not die. I will live this hit, guaranteed. Because even if he's at +2, I have pretty respectable, like, defense. But then I die. He gets critted, by the way, so he gets a crit on me. But I didn't think the crit actually mattered because I realized Duraludon did not have a good base HP, so that's probably why I didn't live. So throughout the next 2 and 3 battles, I was like, whatever. I guess I have a Mimikyu problem and it won't live a +2 hit. Then I realized, I calced it. I would have lived. I would have lived. It's a 2-hit KO. Oh my god. And so no, whatever though. I can switch in my Rotom because, you know, it's physically defensive, and I make a big mistake here. I make a huge mistake here. I'm overestimating Rotom's defensive bulk because I just let this dude Dynamax in my face, and I did not Dynamax because I thought I could live a +2 max Starfall from a Dynamax Mimikyu that's adamant nature and life orb. In reality, I don't. I utterly get destroyed. Now, if I did Dynamax here, I live this. I will live this, and I will be able to eat my Citrus Berry and at least get a hit off this Mimikyu. But the fact of the matter is, I didn't. I make a mistake, and I die there. So I only have 1 Pokemon left. It's going to be the Galarian Darmanitan, who is Choice Scarf, who is super OP. I have to Dynamax here. I have to hope for the best and go for the Max Hailstorm. But now that I think about it, I shouldn't have Dynamax here. Now the reason being is if I first time Dynamax with my Rotom and hit him with the Hydro Pump, then I can easily kill him with the Icicle Crash regardless. But now, even if I do Dynamax here and Max Hailstorm, it's not going to be enough to kill this Dynamax Mimikyu. What I should have done, as you're going to see here, I'm going to dye this Mimikyu here in a second. What I should have absolutely done was just stayed in regular form of Darmanitan, Icicle Clash, or Crash, whatever it's called, and hope that I get a flinch here. Now, because like when you Dynamax, your moves will turn into the Dynamax moves no matter what, and they'll lose their special effects, and it'll only have the Dynamax special effects. So essentially, when I max Hailstorm, I couldn't flinch him anymore. So I should have just stayed in base form, hopefully flinched him to death, and then Dynamax once he switched out the next Pokemon. But the fact of the matter is I don't. I have a Mimikyu problem. I got 3-0 swept in my third battle, which is very unfortunate. And that's more of a learning thing, as you're going to see in the next battle, that I will attempt, or try, I would say, to adapt to the Mimikyu problem that I have. Alright, so moving on to the next battle, I've officially made my, I would say, my adjustment to my Mimikyu problem here, because as I looked at the team, I still don't really have much for Mimikyu. However, though, this time, I changed the Regielon's item into a Focus Sash, because this way now, just in case, and even if I do get crit, and unfortunately unlucky at full HP, I will live the 1 HP hit and proceed to hit someone hard with a flash cannon or something of the sort. And I see in this against this team too, Regielon's pretty good against this team too. It's good against Mimikyu, even though I did get crit last time. It's good against the Dragapult. It's good against the Hydreigon, because I have the Focus Sash. Why does he have even a Cramorant? And he has a Charizard. And for some reason, this dude's missing 6 Pokemon. So I was thinking here, easy win. I got this. GG, easy, baby, is what I was thinking, because I was thinking, like, this dude just got, like, Pokemon that he liked and just wanted to play ranked battles with, because I'm still in beginner tier, right? And oh my god, these trainer cards are so nice, especially for the people who have the girl avatar, because they just get so much better clothes. They get way more clothes. They get way more hairstyles and all that. They're sexist. Pokemon is sexist. God damn it, Game Freak. I'm joking, they're not. But it makes me question sometimes, because like they could potentially be boys. So I would say 90% of the people who are actually girls in this game are guys. Moving on from that tangent, he leaves with a Dragapult. I'm going to leave off with Regielon. I make a mistake here immediately, because I was thinking he's going to try to hit me hard and kill me in one hit with a Dragon move, because Dragapult's really strong. But I have a Focus Dash, so I should be able to live and just knock it out with a Draco, right? Nope. He probably knows that. He probably knows that I can live one hit or something. I don't know. He's probably seen the matchup plenty of times. You turned out to Mimikyu. I Draco'd and did nothing, because, you know, Dragon is immune to Fairy. And then, of course, Mimikyu. Once again, I have a Mimikyu problem. He Sword Dances in my face. I have to Flash Cannon to break this guy's disguise. Now, the problem that we're running into here is I got U-turn hit, and therefore my Focus Dash is broken. So we're going to go through the same process again, where I break the disguise with my Regielon after he Sword Dance +2s. This time, this guy, my opponent, decides to Dynamax here. And now, I am going to die. Because no matter what, I will die here. Because, I don't know why I'm repeating myself. I'm dying here is the point, okay guys? I'm dying here. I made a mistake. I should have just predicted him and either went for a Flash Cannon or for Stealth Rocks at least. So that way my turn wasn't wasted. But I literally wasted a turn. And as you see, he gets a crit here. This crit does not matter this time. And I want to clarify something real quick. I forgot that these Pokemon are level 50. So when I did the damage calc, it was for when they're level 100. So when they're actually level 50, he had an 18% chance from the last game of killing me in one hit. So regardless, still, I think he got lucky and I should have lived there. This time, I'm not going to make the mistake like last game. This is like a repeat of last game, pretty much. I'm not going to make the mistake this time. I'm going to go and Dynamax my Rotom here. Because I know for a fact that when I Dynamax here, like I said in the previous battle, I will be able to live one single hit from this Mimikyu and be able to at least get one hit off. So that way, my Galarian Darmanitan can come in and revenge kill this Mimikyu. So he's going to go for the Max Phantasm. And I see from this damage, rather than go for the Max Starfall, it's like, oh, dang. My Citrus Berry is going to pop. And I'm going to be able to live one more, right? However, though, I did not know that Max Phantasm. I'm not sure if this dude knew that either. Because I thought he'd go for Max Starfall. lowers your physical defense. And as you know, Mimikyu is a physical attacking Pokemon. So the fact that my defense fell, I was thinking despite that fact with my Citrus Berry that I might be able to live. And if I do live, I have the rain up now because of the Max Geyser. And my Hydro Pump would be able to kill this guy this time because it would be rain boosted. Unfortunately though, because of the defense drop, my Rotom does die. And once again, I'm in a spot to where, once again, it's 3 Pokemon to my 1 Galarian Darmanitan. And this time, I cannot Dynamax because I already Dynamaxed my Rotom. And I'm in the rain, so I can't exactly Flare Blades. However, though, looking from his team preview, I know that my Darmanitan actually does really well against his team. Like, his team does not like Darmanitan. And I know this for a fact now because as I clicked Icicle Crash, he took forever to choose a turn. He literally took the full minute to think about what he's doing. So I was actually fairly confident at this point, just because of the fact that he took forever to do something, that I pretty much have won this game because now he switches out to Dragapult. Dragapult does not outspeed me. Actually, this one does. He goes for a Steel Wing, which is weird, actually. I don't know why he went for a Steel Wing. I think, honestly, if he went for the Dragon move, it would have done more. Actually, I don't think he could one-shot me regardless, unless he was, like, Choice Bandit or something like that. So he just went for the optimal. I guess he went for the optimal move. Any move he went for there, I wouldn't have died. Knock him out with the Icicle Crash, and then Charizard comes in. I thought Charizard would live in Icicle Crash, but no. Believe it or not, Charizard actually gets one hit shot by Icicle Crash, even if I'm Choice Scarf. And I just literally clicked 3 moves. I clicked the button 3 times on my Darmanitan. Darmanitan is so OP, and I win a match that I shouldn't have won because I made one crucial mistake in the beginning. Because Darmanitan is just so OP. So, next time I ever do any of these To Be a Master episodes, I'm definitely not going to bring Darmanitan because it's too powerful. I need to stop relying on this goddamn Pokemon. But yeah, I definitely should have not won that match at all. Alright, so for this last battle here, I feel like this one's going to be a bit harder to narrate because this battle, I only would usually do 2 battles in the video, but I did 3 because, you know, the first one was really short. But this third battle, I realized, is longer than both the first and second battle combined, so I had to speed it up. So it's going to be a bit hard for me to narrate it because I did edit it a little bit to where I sped some parts up, but we'll see how it goes. Once again, this third opponent has a Mimikyu, and I still have not necessarily solved my Mimikyu problem. However, though, I'm seeing, once again, Drudgelon does well against this team. It can hit Mimikyu hard, it can hit Shuckle hard, it can hit Gardevoir hard, and it can hit Dragapult hard. And I resist most of Cincino, I think it's called Cincino, I forget, Cincino's moves. So, once again, I am going to use the Drudgelon despite the fact that it has constantly failed me due to my poor decision making and due to it being crit so much constantly all the time. And then also, obviously, I'm going to bring Galarian Darmanitan. And the third choice was kind of hard to choose here. But I realized that I didn't really need Rotom this time because Rotom would only be really useful towards Mimikyu. So I didn't bring Rotom this time. So instead, I am going to bring Dragapult because Dragapult does hit pretty hard. And it is my fastest Pokemon on the team. I think Choice Scarf Darmanitan is actually slower than a Dragapult. I actually don't remember. So I'm going to bring that as my third Pokemon, and I'm going to totally forget that it's on my team, because I always think that Rotom's the third Pokemon on my team. So this time, however, though, I am going to lead with Darmanitan, and oh my god, these people's trainers cards and these people's, like, female, like, characters look so good. They look really good. It's just really unfortunate that most of them are probably guys, but that trainer looks good. It's like Nessa Light right there. That's just awesome. She's gonna lead off her heat or whatever. Gonna lead off Gardevoir, and I'm gonna lead off with my Galarian Darmanitan. I don't think this thing can do anything to me is what I was thinking, but I took a pretty long time choosing what I was gonna do, so I just do the standard thing that I did last game, which was Icicle Crash. Just Icicle Crash everything. But I realized here that this Gardevoir could potentially have Focus Blast and kill me in one hit. Now, this opponent of mine decides also as well to immediately go for the Dynamax move. into Gardevoir, which kind of confused me. I don't know, but you're gonna see why she does this in a second here, because her team is pretty crazy. I would say the least. It was pretty annoying, I would say. Gonna go for the ISO Crash because I still do outspeed because, you know, Choice Scarf, Jolly, max speed. And he goes for the max Overgrowth as opposed to a stab fairy move or a stab psychic move, which I feel like a stab like move possibly could have killed me or at least would have put me down to red. And she gets the grassy terrain up. I did not think about this grassy terrain up because if you didn't know, what grassy terrain does is it's essentially a leftovers. It heals both sides of the field. So I am going to go for another Icicle Crash as she does switch out. She only used one turn of Dynamaxing, which confused me. And then Shuckle comes out, which I'm even more confused because I have no idea what a Shuckle really does other than like power swap or something like that. You know, the switch is defense and attack and then immediately attack you and stuff. But that doesn't seem like a good idea now because I weakened it pretty well. And also, I am faster than it too. But Shuckle does take the Icicle Crash pretty well because natural bulkiness of the Pokemon in general. I'm going to go for the Max Hailstorm here. I thought it was a smart idea, I would say. The reason why I went for it is not to only do more damage, but to also negate any healing he's getting from the grassy terrain and the leftovers. What I did not think about is that setting up the hail does not matter at all. The residual damage he takes from a hail does not matter at all. Because he's healing from two sources, essentially. He's healing from leftovers, as you're going to see, and he's healing from a grassy terrain. So he doesn't care about this hail at all. This hail actually does not benefit me at all whatsoever. And then he uses Power Split. I don't know what Power Split does. I had no idea during the battle what it does. I looked it up after the game. Power Split takes your attack and your special attack and your opponent's special attack and attack, puts it all together, and averages it out. So both of you have that average. So now we both have the same attack and special attack. This is where I sped the part up because I can't kill him because he did this to me. He did the Power Split to me. So my attack is lowered, I would assume. And now he rested up. I thought he's Resto Chesto, but he's just asleep and just chilling. So we know two of his moves so far. He has Rest and he has Power Split. I don't know what other moves he has because he doesn't have a Chesto Berry. So I would assume that his next move that he probably has is Sleep Talk. But then he has a fourth move, which I have no idea what it is. But I'm assuming it might be Gyro Ball because that's usually what you do on this Pokemon, right? So I go in my Dragapult because I realize my Dragapult does have something to break walls, which is Dragon Dance to up my attack. He does reveal that he does have Sleep Talk, and luckily for me, he only gets Power Split. So I still don't know what this Shuckle's fourth move is, but it's a pretty annoying wall that I cannot get over this goddamn wall. So I'm going to go ahead Dragon Dance here once again. I think this is the first time I actually Dragon Dance because you're asleep for 2 turns when you rest. He Sleep Talks again. He pulls up another Power Split, so that's semi-annoying to me whatsoever. But I got to think about what to do on my next moves here because if I go for a Dragon move, he switches out the Gardevoir, he'll be immune to it. And if I go to Phantom Force here, Phantom Force takes 2 moves because it's like Fly. He could switch to Cincino, or I think it's called Mincino actually. I don't remember anymore. And be immune to it because it's a normal type. So I have to think about what I am going to do here next. So I am going to go for the Phantom Force here as opposed to the Dragon move, because I think maybe Gardevoir would come in, and even if it does, it would not appreciate a Phantom Force anyways. Then he would switch out the Shuckle, and Shuckle would take another hit. So I don't think it'd really matter here that this time I took Phantom Force, because if you even switched to Mincino, it would be fine because I'm faster now at this point because of Dragon Dance. I hit him, and it does not even do more than half. And then he reveals his fourth move, which is Toxic. So he's a stally Shuckle. Because he sets up the grassy terrain to constantly heal. He has leftovers to heal. He has Rest to just heal anything off, including status conditions. He has Sleep Talk to attack while he's sleeping. And then he has Toxic to stall you. So he has 0 attacking moves. He just stalls you to death. Or I should say she, because it's a girl Shuckle. So now I don't know what to do here. I see that Dragon Darts is the stronger move than Phantom Force. But however, I still gotta think about like when Gardevoir switches in. So I was thinking maybe he switch in something now and switch out to be immune to one of my moves. So I just go for the Dragon Dance to set up more in general. But he decides to rest though. So now he's back to full HP. I am at +2, keep in mind. However though, I'm not too sure if I can 2-hit KO this thing because he did power split me earlier, and I don't know if that meant it actually lowered me. I think it did lower my attack. So I'm not exactly at like how a regular Dragon Ball would be a +2. I'm like, I don't know. Gonna go for the Dragon Darts here because like even if he switched to anything out at this point now, I'm faster than it, so I can just play around that. But I am on a timer here because of my Life Orb recoil and the toxic poison that I got. So I'm dying in 8 turns or less. Definitely less for sure. He sleep talks here for some reason. Maybe thinking that I might switch it to something because like nothing, he can't do anything to me anymore at this point. He just stalls me. He just has to stall. He can't even up his defense anymore. He can't up his defense. He doesn't have anything to hit me with. It's a goddamn stalling Pokemon. I hate this goddamn Shuckle. I go for the Phantom Force here because this time I think Gardevoir is coming in to predict my Dragon Darts. I make a mistake here. I think I made a mistake here. Because now, like, I feel like, oh, shoot. I'm not going to kill this thing in one hit anymore. Because Dragon Darts is stronger than Phantom Force by 10 damage. So I really don't think because of the Life Orb, like, I mean, because of the Leftovers healing that he got now, I'm not going to kill this guy. So Phantom Force comes out, and I actually do kill him. I thought I saw a little sliver of health left, but luckily, thank God, because he was going to wake up this turn, that I kill him. Because if I didn't kill him there, I would have died because of these recoils that you saw here, and he probably would have rested in my face. So finally, Shuckle's out of the way. I do lose my Dragapult, though, and my Darmanitan's half HP. So usually I'd go into my Scarfer here, but this time I'm going to go to Drudgelon because I know it's good against Gardevoir, and he has some other Pokemon in the back. I don't know what. And here comes this problem again. The third time in this video we see this matchup here. We saw it in the beginning of the first battle, the middle of the second battle. Now we're seeing towards the end of the third battle, and we're doing the same thing again. This is literally the same thing. He Sword Danced in my face. This time, however, I have the full Focus Sash up at full HP, so he can't kill me one hit. This time, I do get the special defense drop, which I'm going to say doesn't matter at all, as you'll see here in a second. And I busted this guys. But now, finally, I have a Focus Sash up. So no matter what, I'm living the hit. And I'm going to hit this thing with a Modest Nature, full special attack, stab, flash cannon. That's super effective. And I finally killed the Mimikyu. I did the damage count at level 50, and the special defense drop does not matter at all. So finally solving my Mimikyu problem. Last Pokemon is going to be this Gardevoir. And believe it or not, I'm faster than this Gardevoir. Now, Drudgelon does have the higher base speed than Gardevoir, but I don't have speed advancement. So it looks like he doesn't either. And I do knock him out with a Flash Cannon. Drudgelon finally does work. I finally solve my Mimikyu problem, and I win this battle against Nessalite. And we go 2-1 in this video. Oh man, what a long video. I felt like that last part of the video was hard to narrate, but I think I got it pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of To Be a Master, a Pokemon Master. Make sure to like the video if you did, comment, and subscribe. Actually, like I said, you don't have to subscribe. You can if you want, but I think I'm going to upload a lot now, for now. So subscribe, sure. And all my socials down below. And if you want to join the Discord, it's down below too. And yeah, that about does it for me. Like if you like, comment if you like, and subscribe if you like. And of course, as always, please have yourself a damn good one.